What's up, guys? You got Quasi here of Quasi Media Network and Quasi Animation Studio. So we're doing the second video of showing you how to use the shader. So instead of me doing the principle, I'm just going to go ahead and just use the shader. Again, the link is in the description. Um, so since his head is selected, again, your character may have a bottom face and a top face. Okay, so I'm just going to select this here. And what I want to do is, because I'm not going to use this principle shader, I'm just going to drag select this, hit Control I. Let me turn my keys on because apparently it doesn't know how to do this without me having to turn it on. Okay. Um, yeah. So with that being said, we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna hit X and delete all of those things. Now, you might say to yourself, uh, why I did it like that. So the shader is actually a blend file. All right. And I went to the wrong thing. All right. So when you do it, you're going to append and then go to material and hit KaioToon 6. All right, so we're going to go in Shift A, type in Kai, and we want the base control. So we're going to bring in the base control, and I'm going to come up here to File and go to Cleanup, Purge, and then we're going to hit Delete. All right, so we know his skin tends to be this purplish light color, so I'm going to just click that, put it in there, and then so the top shader is your main, is the bottom shading. And then you have specular right here. We want the specular to be similar, but it's going to be brighter, and the darker color on the bottom. You always want the top color or the main color to be the darker color. Okay, so now let's go into shading mode. It might take a second for my computer, so I will pause and be right back. Okay, so now you're gonna hit Control Shift and click, and again, gotta wait on it for some reason to calculate this. So, yep. Okay, so there it is. All right, so now another thing you want to do is we want to select all of the other skin parts. So his tail, his hands, his body, then his face, and we're going to go Control L and link materials. So ta-da, right? Okay. Now I want to show you something to try to do metal. So the key here is his neck. We're going to again do the same thing. Control I, delete everything, bring in the other shader. And we know that it's a goldish color, so we're just going to go to that. I'll leave that color darker, but I'm going to come down here and make this color all the way bright. So I'm going to in the value. So go to value, and then we're going to click. And as you see here, it starts to give, sort of gives it that illusion that it's metallic. So let's click all the other things that have metallic on them. Shift click, and then Control L, and there you have it. Okay. All right, so one thing that's missing, as we clearly can see, is because I used the wrong pans, is his little piece that goes in the front there. But nonetheless, I will show you what I would do. So here is this thing here. We know that it tends to be orange. So I'll do the same thing I've been doing. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring in the shader and then just connect it and then select everything and then delete. So this way it's already there and I'll have to fight with its processing. All right, so we know this sort of an orange color, so I'll click here and then down here do the same thing. All right, so I know I want this color darker, so I'm going to go 0.2, and then this one here I want it to be a little brighter, so I'm going to go 0.8. All right, so ta-da, there you go. Okay, so now I know that the outer edge is white. The outer edge of this is white, so I'll do the same thing again. Come in, the shader, since it's at the top, is already ready, and I'm just going to plug it in. And then, oh Lord, it didn't even click the right one. Oh my goodness. Okay, that portion's blue, so let's just go ahead and make it blue, sort of a lighter blue. And then I'll come down here, do the same thing. Okay, so this wasn't supposed to be me sitting here this long doing this, so I'm gonna get ready to stop here soon because I just want to show you how the shader works. All right. Okay, so the outer edge is white. All right, and then this portion is black. So I'll come in and do the same thing. This time on the black though, I'll go 0.01 on the value, and then down here 0.03 on the value, 0.03. Okay, and then we go ahead and connect it, select everything else, and boom, there you go. So I do believe that I have this backwards. I believe this part is black, and then just click it and then just hit oh, it won't let it do it, hit backspace in the over in those areas, and then I can just come in here and just go 0.06 and then 0.03. Oh, I'm tripping. No. This one's blue. I'm tripping. This is still. Did I click the right thing? No. I was doing right. I'm doing right. I'm sorry. Man, this is thing would be frustrating me. So I want to make sure that this is like 0.03 because I want that look. So now when I select the other side, I think this one. Let's disconnect because I want to see where I'm at. Okay. So yeah, that one will be blue, right? So I want to hover over this, hit backspace, and backspace. And now I'm going to make this one blue and drag it down in there. Come up 0.87 and Toon. There we go. So that's his colors. So I know this is that same blue. No, his pants are that same blue. So I'll just go and select those. Control L and link. His belt, I don't remember. I want to say his belt was a darker blue. So if that's the case, then because I haven't, it's been a while, and I have a model of him already, so I don't know. So to say this a darker blue, and that should work, right? There we go. So yeah, no, I believe the pants are definitely darker than this. So yeah, I believe this is darker than that. There we go. Yeah. So and then click this earring, link materials, Control L, and there you have it. So it's a good way to start. And again, like for instance, we know that his shoes are brown. Come in, do the same thing. I don't know why I did it like that. Okay, I'm gonna go darker color, 0.6. Bring this, drag this down. Remember, when you're doing that part right there where you just saw me dragging it, it's just just grab and drag. Don't try to select. Don't press select. Just click it and then drag. I did the wrong ones. All right. So it's like you just click it and then drag it, and you can move that color to wherever you want. You can also hover over it and Control C by copying it. Okay. All right. So again, his ring here on his legs, and then we can select his arms, and then Control L, and boom. So we know that his legs here. We can just now we have the whole character shaded. So except for his mouth and his fingernails are already black anyway. So I would just go in and just basically do this. Come in here, 0.03. No, I want it darker than that, so 0.06. And then I would just drop that on there like that, and then boom, select everything, Control I, get rid of it, and Toon. Pow! All right. So now I want to talk about this real quick because I know this. I don't want this video to be super long. We have his eyes, right? So we're gonna select both eyes, and I'm going to duplicate. So I'm gonna hit Shift D, and I'm gonna lock it in. Hit 3 on the numpad, maneuver it to where it needs to be, and I'm gonna drag it back. Okay. Because I want this to be a different. This is going to be, and then we're gonna hit Control A, and then all transform. So this is going to be the whites of his eyes. I'm going to hit 1 on the numpad. We see there are 2 different colors because one selected and one was selected prior to that. We're going to hit Control J to lock them in. Good hit of 2, and then we're going to call it whites of the eyes. Okay. So one of these is already shaded on the thing, and what I want to do is, for the sake of it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these forward so I can see them, and then I'm going to figure out which one is shaded accordingly. So I'm going to go and select all of these, click this, and once it turns flash red, I know it's this one, right? So I'm going to bring in the shader, and then I'm just going to connect it. Oh, come on. Then I'm just going to connect it. So now I have these selected, right? But I'm going to open this up, and then I'm going to go into slot, and then I'm just going to say assign. Why are you doing this? Just assign. Okay. Okay, I need y'all to understand I'm on a laptop that has no video card. It is using Intel integrated HD graphics, okay? So it's gonna take a second sometimes. All right, so that's locked in. So up here, since it's colored, that I want to change the name to whites only. I know that sounds crazy. So we're gonna hit Alt G, gonna snap it back into place. So over here in the outliner, you go down and you're gonna notice that you have the one that was named whites of the eyes, and then you have the other two. So I'm going to select those two, and they're already locked into place. So I'm gonna hit F3. I mean not F3, three on the numpad. I'm going to move them forward. Now, do not lock anything in because the reason why we did the control all transforms is so that you can hit Alt G and it will snap back where it came from. But I want you to do the work from here. Okay. So again, we're going to go in the tab, and we see that one of these is selected. That so there's another eye in here that we want to use. Okay, so uh, here it is freezing again. Oh my goodness, man, this drives me crazy. Just open. Okay, so and it's still not ready. It's still not ready. Okay, so pardon that. I'm sorry for those of you that really want this to be consistent, but until I'm back with my desktop, this is the issue I have. All right, so this is selected. We have this here. We're just gonna go both eyes, pupils. All right, and then again, I'm select everything, and then I'm gonna delete because both of these should have the same texture on them, and then go from there. So I'm gonna bring in a principal BSDF. I'll just go ahead and link it in. Both of them should have it on there. If they don't know why. So just gonna hit assign so they both have it. And then what you want is from the eyes. You need the texture for the eyes. So let's go to that real quick. Hopefully it's not lagging. If it is, I'm sorry. I apologize. I know the audio's there, but a lot of times the other stuff doesn't want to work. So yeah, I apologize again. If you can't tell my energy change, because I'm just like I'm so tired of this shit. I just need my desktop, and I'm not in a position to use it right now. So I'm not home. Oh come. I don't know why this thing has to do everything and think about it. Like, and no, there's no suggestion you can make to help fix it because the computer's a 2017 and it was not designed to do this. I bought this originally just so I can use it to write on, but because life circumstances, I can't use my desktop because it's not available to me. All right, so we're gonna drag these things. We're gonna drag the color into the color, the alpha into the alpha, and that's all. So we're gonna get rid of the roughness because we don't need it. And you may not have to change this setting, but I do because this setting, for some reason, messes up for me in 4.3 from dithered underneath options to blended. EV Next is weird to me to a point because I was like, you could have kept a lot of the things you had. You didn't really have to change them. You could have kept the bloom where it was and all that. So you wanted the bloom. Now you have to add that in the glare node. This is the reason why I don't, for animation and anything I do not use 4.3. I don't, rather I use 3.4. I don't go above 3.4 to do any of my animations because there's nothing that they added to Blender that I actually require or need. Not a single thing. So yeah. And now we come out of there, we're gonna hit Alt G and snap it back. So as we can clearly see, it's in there and boom, boom. There you go. Okay. And yeah, so I hope to help someone. And remember, the link to the shader is in the description. Nothing but love.